$5,000.
I have a daughter that is a senior. She voted for the first time yesterday, and so we're planning for college. So this money is going to go to her.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
Day 1, diagnosis day, the hardest day, the day you hear,
"I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer."
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Stop touching that snooze button and get ready to clock in with the best morning show on planet Earth.
I want to try and beat them.
Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily want to beat you per se. I just want to be the best that I can be.
You know what it is, Truth Nation. It's time to wake up with Milwaukee's favorite morning show.
Don't allow 10 seconds to affect the next 10 years of your life.
Man.
You snapped off, and now you went from partying at the Kardashians to being in a cell 23 hours a day.
Giving you an informative dialogue with a side of fun and laughter while cutting through the noise and bringing you the real stories behind the headlines.
My point is, if you're 40 or if you're still trying to push for something, it doesn't mean that it's over just because it's been delayed. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, this is Truth Be Told with two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming on YouTube.
Good morning. It is the day after Christmas. That's right. That's Thursday, December 26, 2024. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly, live from the American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Before I get to my guest co-hosts, I'm realizing we the only people that's in here that's alive, that's breathing and talking this morning. There's a lot of dark rooms and dark studios.
Our dedication.
Yes. And those voices you're hearing, our guest co-host today is none other than Doc B. Good morning, Doc.
Ricky, can't you see?
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, boss? Yeah, no doubt. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Jesus' birthday. Today after Jesus' birthday.
Yes, the other
Capricorn.
co-host. There you go.
If he say Sagittarius about Jesus, I'm out.
Yeah. I was going to break him out. I was going to break him out too.
Headphones down, and I'm walking out.
He didn't.
The creator didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
The creator didn't make it. That makes a lot of sense to me. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, Telly, Dane, Doc B, the legendary Doc B. How y'all feeling this morning? It's Thursday.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. And I was just saying yesterday that when a holiday falls in the middle of the week, it's terrible. Because most people have to go back the following day. Yeah. But the silver lining in this one, when it fell on a Wednesday this year, at least when you come back to work, you only got 2 days to go.
It's still rough.
It's still rough, though.
It throws me off because I think of it as, I'm like, oh, okay, Friday, Saturday. Oh, no, that's right. It's Thursday. That's what it throws me. And I work the weekends, obviously. I work on holidays, weekends.
Yeah, you've been off for 2 days, and then you have to go back for 2 days. You work for 1 day, off for 2 days, and go back for 2 days. That's just But you know what? Working in the office, these the best days because we came in here, ain't nobody here but us.
Yeah.
So you getting paid, you got to use vacation time, ain't nobody there but you. So how much work are you really doing?
Well, most places you get double time on days like this, but that's not the case here, though.
But thank you for our job.
Because we're grateful. No, I mean, throughout my life, there are a lot of times you prefer to work holidays because you know other people won't, and then they will offer double time or time and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
I haven't had that experience because I worked for the city for so long. And if you don't work in DPW or something like that, you're not getting no double time. You just show up to work.
Yeah. So you the one supposed to be plowing the
No,
road?
Not me. I don't work for DPW.
Okay.
That's my DPW brothers.
Claiming the city.
Shout out to DPW.
But that's not you.
That ain't me.
That ain't your department.
It's different sections, brother. Learn your civics.
Sound a little defensive.
Get some civics going on in here. That's like the
he trying to say somebody missed out on social studies.
Yeah.
They trying to do that in Kansas.
That's what I said. There's going to be a lot of people in Kansas talking like that, blaming everybody for everything. That ain't me, man. I do not handle the streets.
Especially when folks in Milwaukee want to refund. You definitely ain't trying to be affiliated with them now.
I'm setting him up. I mean, he claims his own.
I'm city all day. I've been city since I was 21, 22. But I'm in different sections.
Yeah. So how were you all's Christmas yesterday? Doc, I'll start with you. How was your Christmas?
Actually, I want to apologize for this. It seemed like I was a buy humbug dude that hey, as long as I buy you an iPad on Tuesday, that I don't care about Christmas. I care about
he been catching flack.
Sounds like somebody got some backlash.
He been catching backlash since Tuesday. So just to fill in the Truth Nation.
Yes, give them the backstory. Yes.
Doc B said, I don't buy stuff on Christmas because a Tuesday is like a Christmas for the people in my life.
It's Christmas every day.
It's Christmas every day.
Yeah.
He done caught backlash on that. So
because
Doc,
because some of your people ain't had received some of them Tuesdays that you were talking about.
What you talking about?
Kanye said, "My presence is your present."
Yeah, they didn't buy that, huh?
Yeah, well,
no, I'm just saying.
No, we trying to figure out what Doc B said. We don't care about what Kanye said.
We don't care about Ye right now. We talk about Doc B.
This is my secret sauce. Is most people are busy, like how the mall is desolate right now. So I just sit back and watch Miracle on 34th Street, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of the old black and white movies, and just chill.
You watch the same thing every year, though?
I don't like the way you said that. But
no.
I
watch Bad Santa every year.
Yeah.
And National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I gotta watch them two movies.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah,
okay.
No doubt.
No, I wasn't saying it like that, though.
Okay.
No.
You're missing.
I'm sensitive now. I'm sensitive.
You have left the subject, brother.
You sure did.
What flack have you caught that made you come up here, and the second thing you say after good morning is, I want to clear up some things about my Tuesday comment.
Yeah.
Let's talk about out who was on your to make you change.
Somebody was on the Doc B love line and then wasn't feeling the love.
I'm just saying I care about everybody.
No,
the boys and girls.
Somebody was coming up to the booth like, I heard you say that Tuesday stuff.
I've been knowing you 30 years and I ain't seen one of them random Tuesdays yet.
Yeah. I want to talk about the city and we talk about
I want to know. Now, Doc, how you gonna bring something up and then say I don't want to talk about it?
Like you thought you just gonna be able to make that statement
I thought that was
Telly.
I thought that was it.
You've been up here enough for us to know.
I feel persecuted.
Like
Jesus.
You've been up here
I feel
enough
like
to
Jesus
know.
now. I feel like I'm being persecuted.
That statement was not just going to slide by without any type of examination.
Yeah. I know it's early, but we weren't going to let that slide.
That's sleep.
That's like saying, hey, man, I want to talk about winning the lottery. Hey, man, did you win the lottery? Man, I don't want to talk about that.
I ate well yesterday and watched some nice football.
That's what's up. Yeah, because you did say that you had a lot to say about Netflix and how people feel about that. I feel the same way, Doc, in terms of now all of these streaming networks are getting into the business of.
It's all bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
The Bucks threw me off too, like with the ballets, and then they was on FS1. I'm like, okay, where we at? What I gotta do?
Yeah, but here's the thing: nothing happens just as an isolated thing. This is you just really getting a glimpse of how it's about to be.
It's gonna be paper
because. Netflix is getting into the NBA business. They're getting into the NFL, like you just saw last night, because you think they're just going to give them 2 games and then be like, all right, we tried and that's it? No, this is just the first 2 of many to come. And so, the whole Netflix, because if you think about it, there was just some test runs with Amazon Prime Video about 4 or 5 years ago. They just throw a game here, a game there. I think it was a Thursday night game, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Prime Video is exclusively Thursday night. And so the same thing is about to happen with Netflix and other streaming services. I mean, because they're not just going to hire these guys to do one game and say, all right, that was fun.
Right.
So,
well, Monday night used to be on ABC, right? Every month. Now it's on ESPN. You don't got ESPN unless the Packers is playing.
Unless the Packers playing locally, you can pick it up.
You can see it, but unless the Packers is playing, you're not going to catch that game.
And just know how unique. But just know that's how unique Green Bay is, because in other markets that's not the case.
Yeah.
If you are in LA, you just not going to get anything locally if you don't pay for the subscription.
Green Bay sells out. It's automatically sold out.
Yeah.
So because it's automatically sold out, they don't care about putting it locally. But you just right. If it's not that way, you're not finna catch them good. You can't catch FSN, like you were talking about the Bucks being on FSN. You're not going to catch that unless you got that. You can't get league pass. You can't get nothing to see that stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And they talking about viewership for basketball. Viewership is down, but for football, it's through the roof. And I wonder what's the difference.
Yeah. Well, you're just getting a glimpse of it, because this is the new. It's going to be the new norm. And I know since Amazon Prime Video has taken over Thursday Night Football, I haven't watched it unless I go out to some establishment and watch it, because I'm not getting Prime Video just to watch one game a week.
Right. Because the numbers. Nobody's watching regular TV no more. Who watches just regular TV? When was the last time you watched a TV show on regular TV that you didn't stream a TV show? Nobody. So the only time people are watching regular TV is for football. So once they take that off of their regular TV, is gone.
Maybe the news.
The news, maybe, but regular, even
news,
that you can stream that. You can go back and watch that later.
You can watch that on your phone.
We watch ESPN and on the TV. We got all this stuff. This is streamed stuff. This is the repeats of this stuff. So nobody's watching regular TV. So that's gone. That's gonna be gone. That's the new thing. Regular TV is gonna be gone. It's gonna be like AM radio in a minute.
Yeah, no, that's real. And it's funny between you two through our text messages, because Doc B was all about the football and Dane was all about the basketball. But the greatest thing about Christmas, you could get both. But after the Lakers win over the Warriors, LeBron was like, look.
This my
Christmas.
day.
Christmas is for the NBA.
Because LeBron, like, this is my day. For the last 20 years, Christmas has been my day.
Yes.
This is when I sell my shoes. This is when I sell my image. This is when I sell my branding. Christmas.
Yeah.
It's my day. And y'all trying to infringe on my $1 billion day that has made me a billionaire. Y'all trying to infringe on that.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, usually these pro leagues usually have more respect for each other's days.
Man.
You know, like Thanksgiving, there's no NBA games on Thanksgiving, right? They used to be. And so it's like, and if they are,
don't be shocked if that doesn't change.
That's gonna change.
The NFL done did Friday. That was the first Packer game was on a Friday night.
And that's what it used to be. They used to be the NFL doing not the NFL games is on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, right?
Even more than that, because they just did they were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. They have played on every day of the week this season.
See, that's crazy.
Really?
That was
Tuesday.
That's what I was gonna say. They never used to play. They never would play on Saturday because that's college day.
Yep.
There was that respect for that's college day.
They were playing on Saturday.
They got a triple header on Saturday.
Friday was high school day. That was high school play on Friday. Then college play on Saturday. Pros play on Sunday. Mm-hmm. That's all out the window. The pros is like, we trying to get all the money. We don't care about no.
Think about it. You got Thursday night football. They played doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah.
They always play on Sundays. Always play on Mondays. Yesterday was Christmas. They played on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, they've played literally every day of the week.
That's crazy.
Maybe except Tuesday.
And then if you don't,
and I think they played on a Tuesday. I don't know. Yeah.
Kansas City played on. But just think,
I'm gonna
if
go
you
back
a
and
player, if you a player, you play on Tuesday, and then you got to play that following Sunday because your week has extended to that Tuesday. Them players that play on Thursday, then they have to play. You know, you play on that Monday.
They usually give them that.
You get that.
Days. They usually give them
but sometimes you don't.
But not the Monday.
Monday you play on that
night.
Monday.
You gonna play that next Sunday.
And then you play on that next Sunday. So that's 6 days. Sometimes those days is cut off.
Mm-hmm. And you got to travel.
So they don't care about the players. They care about getting that money.
No, you're right. You're right about that. But what a day for if you were a sports fan. And Christmas, to me, that's what it's all about. You wake up and your kids or whomever, they get the gifts, and then after that, there's really nothing else to do. I mean, Thanksgiving, you'd already ate your food, all that stuff, so it's just nothing else to do but chill and watch some football and basketball, and what a day it was for all of that. Truth Nation, we are going to get into more of your Christmas. We want you to hit us up, 833-212-1017. How was your Christmas? Did you get what you want? And are you waking up this morning to take some of those things back that you act like you liked, and now you're going to be like, hey, man, I love this. You still got the receipt.
I don't know if it fit.
Right. True Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch Doc B, Damian, LZ, and myself live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. We know that you're probably off work, so why not put us on the big screen? You can check us out and watch us and do our thing, and you can even partake in the conversation. Just hit us up. Again, 833-212-1017. More Truth Be Told with Telly after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number? 1-800-662-HELP. What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Varsity Blood Center of Wisconsin proudly celebrates the 24th annual Holiday of Hope's Drives. Join us December 26th and 27th at 3rd Street Market Hall or on December 30th at the Zoo. In less than 30 minutes, you can save up to 3 lives. Join us December 26th and 27th, 3rd Street Market Hall or on December 30th at the Zoo to gift the gift of life. Parking is included and walk-ins are welcome. For more information or to book an appointment, visit versity.org/WI. That's VERSITI.org/WI.
Are you or someone you know 18 or older and need a driver's permit? Greater Milwaukee Urban League's free driver's permit classes can put you in the driver's seat. You'll learn the rules of the road from qualified instructors, moving you one step closer to successfully earning your driver's license permit. You may also qualify for free behind-the-wheel instruction. Classes are available December through March. You can attend virtually or in person. Visit tmul.org for more information today.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. We have guest co-hosts Doc B and Damian LZ in the building.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about Christmas. I know it's kind of that hangover now. The stress is over. You don't have to worry about if you're going to get all those gifts and in time. And
nothing's stopping y'all from giving to me, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it is. It's December 26th.
Yeah. Well, that part.
It's called man.
Yeah, it's over.
Take them. Yeah. Random days. Just
look, that's what's got you in trouble before. Talking like that.
I'm
talking about random Tuesdays.
I don't know if I like y'all attitude.
Yeah, because now you talking about gifts from your homeboy.
Right, now you're gifts from us.
When does that happen?
Man can't give a man a gift.
But you ain't giving gifts to nobody else but on every other Tuesday.
You don't give to receive. I got to teach you the spirit of giving.
You might get punched in the face. I come to you with a gift. I'm like, here, Doc, here's a gift. You're like, man, what's that for? Hey, man, I ain't on that funny stuff. Be like, hey, man,
you pause it on gift giving. We can't have gifts.
You gonna catch a homophobic black man spot.
Hey, a friend
you
of mine.
You ain't got to put no ribbon on it. You ain't got to put no ribbon on it.
A good friend of mine is a comedian, and they stopped him in LAX. He was on TMZ.
Right.
And they were asking him about that. And he's good friends with Kevin Hart. And he's part of the Plastic Cup Boys.
I was going to say he's a Plastic Cup Boy?
Yeah. Okay. Naeem Lynn is his name. Yeah, so they stopped Naeem, and they were asking him about giving your homeboys gifts.
I just saw
and
he's skinny dude. Yeah, he wild.
And so Naeem was like, man, you don't do that, man. He said, you don't give no another dude a gift, man. He said, I don't care how long you've been friends with him, man. Like, he said, you get their kids something, or
right. That's what
like,
you do.
yeah, like you ain't.
If you giving out gifts, you get their kids something. You get, the wives exchange or something.
I think it is kind of jacked up though, because if we play ball together all year, and you my homeboy, and I just be like, hey man, go some hoop shorts. He'd be like, nah, I'm good. So they asked him, they were like, hey, aren't you good friends with Kevin Hart? And he was like, yeah. He said, you've never bought him a gift. He said, I bought him an end of the tour gift or something like that to show my appreciation because he pays us handsomely.
Right.
He said, but he said for like a birthday or nothing, like, man, we buy drinks. We'll buy that. We ain't about to buy now that's what's so wild. Now you're like, man, I got your tab. Man, you my guy. Man, it's your birthday.
Man,
what's that tab?
I got it.
What, $350? Man, I got that. But man, I wanted some new golf shoes or something. Man, I ain't buying you no golf shoes, fool. But you gonna give me something.
We sleep together.
Yeah, but you gonna give me something that I'm gonna pee out, and I'm not gonna be able to.
It's
man rules.
Different
That's
rules.
man rules.
It's different
That's man
codes.
rules.
Yeah.
You don't
You can't buy your guys' girl a gift neither.
Well,
I said that. You said the wives exchange.
The wives, they exchange girlfriends. The wives exchange. I've heard about people having.
It's just friendly.
I've heard about people having.
Okay.
Like
Right, I know, right?
those groups.
You're right.
Those groups where they have the whole group will exchange names and do things like that.
Yeah.
That's different. That ain't.
That's different.
That's completely different. I'm not doing that either. But that's just different. Because too
We
many
know you
times,
Scrooge. We know you Scrooge.
I am.
You've been
I ain't Scrooge. I'm just more. I'm more of I'm not a big Christmas dude. You know what I mean? I'm just not.
Well, why you got to ruin everybody else's?
I'm not. That's you. That's rude. Don't put it off on me.
Yeah,
what you're doing
you
right
just
now
give people money. You just give people
is deflecting and you're gaslighting the Truth Nation public into the believing that you wasn't the one that said
Seinfeld.
Just buy them on Tuesday. I'm not buying nobody nothing because they get stuff on.
What
there.
I said
I didn't say that. Let me talk now.
I sow seeds. Go ahead.
Let me say what I got to say. And
the Lord,
so
the Lord put something on my heart.
What I'm saying is, no, black men, we're not doing that. You know, I haven't been in the grouping of black men where it's like, okay, we're gonna buy each other just gifts. You know, that's just not. This is not what we do. That's just. It's not. That's like going to the movies with your guy. Y'all like the
sit
same
next
movie.
to each other.
Y'all not gonna sit next to each other, and there is gonna be a seat in between, or at least two seats.
Or I'm gonna find out when you going, and I'm not going that night.
Listen, you know what's funny? Me and my guys, we've known each other since third grade. We woke up. We went to see G.I. Joe. We used to all play G.I. Joe when we was little. So it was like, man, we're gonna check out because G.I. Joe had a movie. Something we always dreamed of when we was little, playing with G.I. Joe. So like, we're gonna go check out this movie. Even then, we was three married men. He sat in one seat, two seats. I sat in one seat, two seats. Then he sat in another. We was talking, dog, you see that? Like, that's how far, just so we wasn't sitting next to each other. You know what I mean?
I have a couple of friends that I've been knowing since the third grade, and I was just, when you were saying that, it made me think about it, and we have never exchanged gifts.
Never.
And I mean, I've been knowing this dude, Jermaine, shout out to my boy Jermaine. He still claims that he introduced me and my wife in high school, but I don't really think it just kind of happened that way. But anyway, we went to prom, like before prom, we went over to each other's house to take pictures with. Yeah. I mean, that's how close we were. Our parents, like everybody to each other. He was best man in my wedding. He was at my college graduation. Like, Jermaine has seen everything in my life for the past 35 years, and I don't think we've ever exchanged Christmas gifts
since babies and Pampers.
Yeah, we'll say Merry Christmas to each other. We'll text and Merry Christmas to you and your wife and you and your family. But like, hey man, I got you something. Most of the time they'll be like, hey man, for what? What you on now?
You don't cross the line, player.
But that's where, Doc, honestly, when you said on Tuesday, for real, that you like to give gifts all year long and not just wait for that day, that's where I am with my homeboys, where if I got to hook up on something or they want to come to a Bucks game, hey man, I got your tickets. You ain't got to worry about that. This, that, the other. Word. But on December 25th, wrapping something up and giving it to you, that's probably not going to happen.
I'm not gonna sit and rap something like, dog, I can't wait till he sees this. I'm so excited. Nobody's gonna do it.
Why you gotta make it like that?
I can't wait until he sees this.
Why you gotta add that?
I can't imagine.
Why you adding that little extra?
Like you said, it was five of us. It was five of us that we've known each other since third grade. It's me, it's Russ, it's Gerald, it's Deshaun B, it's my guy Big Mike.
Russ is a Sagittarian.
We ain't never ding him on that. We have never bought each other a gift ever.
Yeah.
Not once.
We need to start.
Not going to happen at 48.
Yeah. 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Hit us up. Let us know what your Christmas was like. Did you get what you want? Did you get a bunch of stuff that you didn't want? Let us know. I know a lot of Beyonce fans got what they wanted.
You can be anonymous if you don't want anybody to know.
Yeah. Or you don't have to. You can disguise your voice.
Yeah. Air them out.
Man, this is Rufus.
If they wanted you to
I didn't like none of my gifts.
What's the meme? If they wanted you to talk good about them, they wouldn't have did nothing bad to you.
Exactly. There it is. Whoop, there it is. What did y'all think about Beyonce's performance? I know, Dame,
I ain't see it.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance to see it. Doc, what you think?
You didn't watch the Queen beat?
Man, come on.
And
I'm not finna get up here talking crazy because then my email flooded with Beehive and all this stuff. But it wasn't like I wasn't like, oh, I got to cut over here. It wasn't like Michael Jackson or nothing. You little and Michael Jackson doing the halftime. You may not watch the game, but you're gonna watch Michael Jackson.
That's not fair. That's the pinnacle.
Come on,
that's the pinnacle. That's what I'm saying. That was the greatest
saying.
halftime show ever.
And it's also
dude moonwalked out of one side of a stadium and came out the other side.
It's also look. You can also like I said, you can stream everything. I go on YouTube later on today and watch it.
You can watch it.
I don't have to watch it. And back then, it was like if you didn't see it then.
Yeah, you just had to hear everybody talk about it.
You had to go to school when everybody was talking about it, and you sitting there looking dumb because you ain't watch. People think you ain't got no TV. Why you ain't see Michael Jackson?
Right.
You know, so you had to see it, but it ain't the same no more.
Doc B, before I get to your reaction, I want to get to Henry's text message. Henry on our talking text line says, Prime streaming comes with Amazon Prime shopping. Prime also have live TV. I think it's a good value. Now I would not pay for NFL football just Thursday night. All right, Henry, I agree with you. Doc, Beyonce, what'd you think?
You ain't down with the NFL. I'm just kidding. No, it gets tiring too, and that's way too much to go through. But
what about Beyonce? What do you think about Beyonce?
All right, man. Don't rush me, bro.
I'm gonna get to the Beyonce. I gotta keep Doc focused.
I like that she came out on white horses, and man, she did her thing as usual. It was country. I look at country music like I do anchovies on a pizza. People always say I like everything but anchovies. I like all music, but I don't like country. I like country. It's just got to be It's just got to be right, and she delivered it. She delivered it well, in my opinion. She gave 16 parts to the old school and the new school.
For me, Doc, the performance was now the one thing I can say, and I told my wife this: if Beyonce is putting on a show, she gonna put on a show. She ain't gonna cut no corners, and I mean all the dancers and the choreography and all that stuff. I just maybe because I've never been to a country concert,
right?
I didn't know how the energy should be. It seemed a little long and drawn out, in my opinion, but. Towards the middle / end, it did ramp up, in my opinion, because when she was walking with that horse, and I was like, where's she coming from?
Where's she going to?
I saw that part.
Are they in the state? Are they at the state?
That's what. After a while, I was like, that's a long way for her to be walking.
Is this already filmed?
Yeah,
was this already filmed? And then she gonna come out? That's the way they used to do.
I saw that
whole concert.
Yeah,
that was dope.
So it wasn't like a 30-second intro. She was walking for a good 2 minutes. I was like, okay.
On the horse. She was riding the horse for about 2 minutes. I saw the guy was walking.
The dude was walking.
And she was the white horse. She had on white, and she was coming out on the horse.
Ride.
Yeah, and
the white horse.
Now you're gonna have conspiracy theories talking about she's on a white horse like the
song.
she's on the white horse like the end of the world or something, and she's representing the end of the world.
They gonna figure out something to hate on.
They gonna have something on the internet. They always talking something.
The HBCU band types. You know what I'm saying? She did the combo. She did the thing.
She did.
She blended it up a little bit. But yes, I could have dealt with a little more funk, a little more.
But it ain't. It's
R&B.
country music.
But it is what it is.
And she was doing a country thing, and she's trying to prove to the country people that she's country, that she's legitimately country, and she should have been her. The fact that her and the boy Shafruzi, I can't remember his name. Shambuzi, that's
whatever.
his name.
I don't even know that.
He has a great song. The one where he takes you from St. Louis. The one where he takes your man from St. Louis song, Chingy. No, not Chingy. Club going. I can't remember the name of the song.
You threw me off with that.
Pouring the whiskey or something. Sitting at the bar pouring whiskey. Something.
Tennessee whiskey.
Ricky. What's the name of that song, man? Do you know it? You a DJ?
And he has a beard.
I believe it's called a bar tipsy or something like that.
Sitting in the bar tipsy.
Everybody in the club get tipsy. Yeah. That was Jaquan. That wasn't Chingy.
Yeah, he took the song from Jaquan, but he from St. Louis, right?
Jaquan from St. Louis.
That's Nelly's cousin.
He took the song from Jaquan. So because he did that, the country folks was like, well, that ain't country. And so they did the same thing to Beyonce. She put out this great country album. My kids know all of the words to the 16 carriages, all of that stuff. It's still country.
Great might be
and so she
an overstatement.
No,
you might be pro.
No, it's
right
great. There. It's great country. Because I unfortunately I worked at the rave and I seen a lot of country shows. and shout out to my country folks because they always
smirking like
they
slightly.
the nicest crowd.
Truth Nation, if you're not on YouTube, I'm smirking.
They the nicest crowd. But
name three country songs you like.
Doc, let me finish my statement.
I'm gonna let you. I ain't cutting you off. Go on. We're doubting you. I'm doubting you.
Listen. Sagittarius energy in this one. Let me finish my statement. Please. Listen, country music is okay with me. I like it. I like country music. I like
some
the
of my
stuff
best friends
they get down, right? But what she did is great. She needs to be rewarded. The Shambuzi needs to be rewarded. The fact that the country people didn't get him no awards at the Country Music Grammys is terrible.
But with that being said. Doc, you mentioned it. Like, you feel like Beyonce was trying to prove. What does she need to prove?
He said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, like what? No, I'm saying you're like you. She needs to prove to the country folk. Like she already sold the records.
Legitimize that she is a country artist. But whatever line she chooses to go in.
Doing the halftime show at the Houston Texans game last year is going to legitimize it now. She already made so much money from her country album and got snubbed from the Country Music Awards.
Maybe prove was the wrong word.
Yeah.
She's rubbing it in their face.
Okay. Yeah. Now I can see that.
And said I wasn't country. Let me be the biggest country that you've ever seen while y'all talking about I ain't country. Well, you get one of your country artists to come up here and do halftime at a Texans show on Christmas.
She's petty like that, and I like it to a not to a fault. One time they thought she wasn't singing, and she thought because they had the backtrack and at the press conference for Super Bowl or whatever, she sung a cappella. She said, "Now, do you hear me singing now?" You can go back and look at that. One time I played it within the mix. Basically, she did the national anthem, but they had it where sometimes they had a backtrack with the voice in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not Milli Vanilli style where you don't. But
singing. You just do a little. You don't do the whole thing.
You just saying she's petty, and so being petty, she went extra country during the Houston Texans country show. She got on the white horse. She did all of this country stuff. White hat, everything
Chaps,
country.
Whatever.
Now what y'all gonna say? Because I'm the biggest country artist, and y'all don't even want to give me an award and acknowledge that I'm the biggest.
And Vegas is a little.
And shout out to Blue Ivy, who
name a country artist that's bigger.
What's my guy? Tennessee Whiskey.
All right. I'll let y'all think about that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly. More conversation.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here for my friends at Steinhafels. Get into Steinhafels and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Right now, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets and get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $38 per month with Steinhafels 60-month financing. So save big and rest easy on a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Steinhafels. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
No, that's beautiful, Jesse. If you ever need any host for any of these events that you have coming up, you should contact Jammin' with Juice. We'll be more than happy to host these events for you.
Listen, Jammin' with Juice, you are like top of my list. Now I know we're going to do a lot of fun stuff in a lot of years to come because I love you guys. I love your listeners. I love Milwaukee. And I can't wait to have an amazing night next week with Cast Off, T Grizzly, and Lakia.
Yes, I love that you picked those artists as well because they're really powerful artists, especially for the youth.
And you always got a friend in band.
You know what? Shout out to Not Really a City Girl, man. Shout out to Not Really a City Girl. That is a really great item. And
for my birthday?
Oh yeah. A
sweatshirt with your picture and an autographed copy of your non-existent CD?
Yup.
No stone left unturned.
Okay, I just wanted to say we were talking about picking races, I am biracial, so I always had to pick one. If everybody remembers, you used to have to pick one, and I was always black. Now, when I called over the phone for a loan, I used my white voice, and I got a really great rate.
Come get your drop of juice.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to both of y'all from where y'all started at the station to where y'all at now.
Thank you.
I remember Juicy Juice used to be upstairs. Nobody never seen her. And Jammin', you started over there, I think, with Tori. And now where y'all at now, I'm proud of y'all. And you know we sipping on that apple. And don't forget the crown. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a blessed day. I love both of y'all and keep continue the good energy for us young people.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I feel so stuck. The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, let's get away and get a roll on the other side of town. Hey, shorty, I was free.
Truth Nation, tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Business Spotlight this Thursday, tomorrow at 3:57 between the Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Carrie Noni will be joined by Ashley Lucas, VP and Business Lending Product Manager at Associated Bank. Ashley and Carrie will discuss how Associated Bank supports small businesses and share important information you should know about growing your business in 2025. So again, tune into the Business Spotlight with Associated Bank tomorrow, Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. We have Doc B and Damian LZ in the building trying to hear from you, Truth Nation. Hit us up, 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch all three of us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. How was your Christmas? How did everything go? We've been talking about Beyonce's performance yesterday at halftime of the Texans-Ravens game. A lot going on Christmas, and I never did say how mine was. My Christmas was good. It was chilled. A couple of things that I wasn't too happy about, and we're going to get into some of those stories. So one of my gifts didn't come in time. I ordered it online, and if you all recall, earlier this week, I said I ain't really like the food with online because I guess I'm a little old school. I like to just go and get what I purchased and bring it back home with me when I purchase it. Because
same time as Chris Tucker said about the drive.
Same
I'm giving you the
time.
money, but I got to go up there to get my food.
Exactly.
Same time. I will give you the money.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. and a lot of times my wife gets on me because I don't do any online shopping, because when I do, something like this happens.
Me too. I had the same problem.
Yeah,
eBay,
it'll come and it'll be the wrong size, or it'll just the always
return policy is weird.
Yeah, it's always something wrong.
It don't work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And so I'm not doing it, and we found out. Maybe a couple of these guys that work with these companies may have had something to do with my package not coming in time. But before we get into some of those stories, let's go to Blake. Blake, you are on Truth Be Told with Telly, Doc B, and Dame. Good morning.
Man, what's happening, Doc? What's happening, Rick? What's happening, Telly?
What's good,
man?
boss? We trying to get Telly to get a beard, grow a beard gang up in here.
I don't like my beard because it won't grow out fat. Mine just go down my neck like a hair, man. So I understand that. Everybody can't grow it.
And Blake, and if you turn on YouTube, I have no problem growing a beard. I choose to keep it low. I don't know what's wrong with me. See, Doc wants me to get this beard so I can look like Santa Claus like him, and I don't dig all the white.
I look like Santa Claus, little brother. I like Levi from the Four Tops. Man. So I'm lucky not to have no cheek bumps and not a nasty neck. You know, them hair bumps.
Yeah, but, you don't want that star crunch.
My Christmas, you don't want that. You don't get no more neck kisses, no more hickeys. But on the real, man, I appreciate y'all, man. And much love and happy holidays, dude. Mine will never be the same because my daughter and my grandchildren were murdered in Georgia, so we got to get her body from the airport today, and then my grandkids. But my oldest from Phoenix came, and then my granddaughter by my youngest. I got all their gifts and stuff, man. All my bills is paid. It just lets you know how small everything really is when something sacrificial to your life happens you have no control over. Right. So everybody watch over their kids. My daughter got killed in a domestic situation in Georgia with her mother-in-law. And everybody just take care of their family. Everybody take care of each other. And just be real with it, not and true to it. And nothing fake, man. Just life too short. You get one blink at it. But I appreciate y'all. And we got an all-man panel. And let's just be real and take care of ourselves and our families, man. I love y'all, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you for sharing with us, man. I know you didn't have to do that. Appreciate it.
Condolences. Yes. From us to you all. I know this is it has to be a very, very tough time for you and your family. So prayers and condolences, and our thoughts are with you, Blake. Appreciate it. Appreciate the call. Truth Nation, hit us up. Let us know how your Christmas is or was. 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. And, man, when I read these stories, this only led, really only fanned the fumes to this fire.
So you had a bad day.
Well, that's the thing. There are certain occupations you really can't afford to have a bad day.
You can't have a bad day.
If you're a pilot, I don't need you to have a bad day.
You can't have a bad day as a pilot. No.
Surgeons. Nope. I don't need you to have a bad day.
You can't cut me in the wrong place. That's a bad day. You can't do that.
How about packaging and distribution centers during the holiday season?
You can't have a bad day delivering people packages. You can't have a bad, because that's you don't.
It's about Jesus, man.
You can't have a bad day.
It's not about the gift and when you get it.
Look, man, we talking about
anyway. We're gonna have to cut Doc's mic and let him.
Because Doc is up here front.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whole lot of front
I got mine on Tuesday. All right, go ahead.
See, here we go.
So,
go ahead.
And a couple of interesting stories.
Very frustrating.
Alabama FedEx worker arrested for dumping dozens of packages in Florida woods to skip overtime. Man, if you ain't want to work, just call in.
Just call in.
Just call in, man. You got all these people waiting on gifts and things of that nature, because I'm going to throw it out there. I ordered this gift on December 18th, and I was told 3 to 5 business days. Yeah. Why is it December 26th? And I get an email this morning saying, your package has been delivered. Really? Thank you. All right.
You know what? I never order none unless they tell me the day. I go through the whole process, and if they be like, it'll be 5 to 7, nope. I want to know the day it's coming.
Specific.
All right, so if it don't come on that day, who do I call? That's why I mess with Amazon. They tell me the day it's gonna be there. It's supposed to be there this time, this day. So I want to know the day.
Yeah, well, that just we know a bunch of crazy stuff always happens in Florida, but it just wasn't Florida. There was a stressed Massachusetts Amazon delivery driver abandoned about 80 packages in a wooded area. 80. In Lakeville, Massachusetts.
Like how a kid might throw his dirty stuff under the bed or in the closet and try and close it up.
80 packages is like the quarter of a truck. That's a quarter of a truck. I used to work for UPS, right? And this is a short story. I used to work for UPS during the holiday season, and my job was to load the truck. So the truck the packages come down the conveyor, and you got to put them in there like Tetris. So you're doing this, doing that, right?
Real tough.
You know, I messed my shoulder up, so then I didn't have to do nothing else. I was on light duty. I really didn't mess my shoulder up.
I was getting the side eye.
I really didn't, but I did. So I say that to say,
like a headache and back pain.
We
really can't specifically prove it, but
that 80 packages is about a quarter of that truck. So about a quarter of the people that was supposed to get their stuff off of that truck didn't get their stuff. So, like you said, you waiting for this gift. If one of them gifts that's coming is your main gift for that person,
it was,
then you sick because you like, this is what it is. This is what they done got you stuff, and you want to make sure that your stuff is coming, and you excited. That's why you buy gifts. You excited about what you gonna get them and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And it don't come. You sitting there holding your hand like what's going on?
And then you're the one that's left with explaining why you can get their gift in time. And because the first thing that most people are going to think, well, you knew Christmas is on December 25th, falls on the same date every year.
And then you left doing what had happened was.
The emoji with the, hey,
what had happened was the UPS man, he got sick, and then he had, made up all this other stuff. They had a replacement dude. See, I talked to the people at the shop. There was a replacement dude. He didn't know where our address was, and somebody
you got to make all this stuff.
Get it. They had to send it back, and it was, you lying.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, and it's like, all right, it's time for my gift. Well, yours didn't get here on time. Man, you just, it really makes you feel worse than what you are.
But see, now you got this story, and you can be like, look, see, that's what happened. See, you see this precedent set here. They just be throwing our gifts. Let me check to make sure they just didn't throw your gift in the woods.
And actually, my wife was the one that sent me that. She was like, ooh, look at this. I was like, see, them the fools that got me.
Right. That's probably what happened. Because I was on it. I've been tracking it.
Baby, I was on it. Yeah. I was tracking it like NORAD and Santa. I was tracking that thing, but it just wasn't moving.
Only to their defense slightly. It's harder to get workers. Those guys aren't really FedEx trained people. Those are like outside temps. But to me, if you don't take the job,
if they got a coat on, they FedEx.
And on top of that, it falls on the 25th every year.
He said he get a FedEx check.
You get a check.
There's no one that says that you can't start training in August, September. But you're going to wait until December to say, we ain't trained these people to do the job that y'all think they're supposed to be doing. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly. More after the break.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know Denise out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship? Or if I need a job, where do I go?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's EerieInsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to EerieInsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing!
Milwaukee, something amazing is here. Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin is open and ready for donations. That's right, Versity on King at Thrive on King, your new community resource center on the north side. Donate blood, receive disease education, explore social services, or build your career with job training programs. Versity is here to empower our community and improve lives. Visit Versity on King, 2153 North, Dr. MLK Drive. Free parking is at 320 West Lloyd Street. That is Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin. Hope starts here.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 28th, as we will be hosting our first annual Truth Community Awards, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now for only $25, $10.17 of every sale will be donated to a local organization. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to get your tickets. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 28th at the Truth Community Awards from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly, Doc B, Damian LZ in the building. We've been reflecting on our Christmas and some of the things that didn't happen, a.k.a. my wife's main gift that just got here today.
How's the couch? How's sleeping on the couch going?
It's the thought that counts.
That's what she said.
When I press deliver, that was the thought.
Hey,
that counts.
You know the answer that no one can ever deny. If somebody asks you something, be like, "Hey, why didn't that happen?" Jesus.
That's what we need to care about anyway. That's what the day is about. She said, "You didn't love me on the 1st of December? You didn't love me today, 18th?" That's when you put the order in.
So we left off on some very interesting turn of events that took place before the holiday season. You had someone, a FedEx driver in Florida, that decided to dump dozens of packages in the woods, and
I can't see them, so they're not here. Like this.
You know, sometimes you leave people nameless, but we got to shout this brother out. His name is Latavion Lewis. Latavion Lewis, a contract worker for FedEx, found himself in handcuffs after allegedly disposing of numerous packages in the woods near Bonifay, Florida. The incident came to light when local residents and passers-by reported seeing FedEx packages scattered along a roadside in a wooded area, prompting an investigation by the local sheriff's office.
Mm-hmm.
Latavion, come on, man.
There wasn't no cameras out there.
Let me tell you what LL was doing. Because Latavion Lewis, I know his friends call him LL. Let me tell you what LL
No, they probably call him stupid.
They call him stupid now. But LL had a genius plan, and this is what his plan was. His plan was, I'm a contract worker for FedEx, like y'all was saying, contract worker. So he's not a regular employee.
Right.
He's not going to be there next month. He's just the holiday season, right? So I got this job, y'all, at FedEx. Everybody's always thinking of the scam, the next scam. That's what this generation is scammers. So
give me your cash. Give me your cash.
I got these packages. I'm going to drop some off somewhere. I'm going to give you the location where I'm going to drop these packages off. All you got to do is come get them. And I'm going to say they fell off the truck or whatever the case may be. But see, he got caught actually putting them off. He was probably going to say they fell off the truck. I don't know what happened. Maybe my door was open and they fell off along the expressway. I don't know what happened. I didn't steal them. I ain't got them, but your guy Jimmy do. And so you drop the packages off. Jimmy come through later on. He pick up the packages. And then after he picks up the packages, y'all go back to the spot. Y'all go through them. And y'all sell whatever's good. Y'all might give your girlfriend 1 or 2 of the packages. Or, but everything else you selling.
So it's insured anyway.
It's insured. So now you finna make
your girl about to get that loofah. She been well.
Right. And then you might catch like you said, like you were saying, Telly, some of these packages, it could be some as inexpensive as a loofah, but then the next one could be a gold watch. Now you finna pop this gold watch for a couple $1,000, stuff like that.
Well, your boy LL was apprehended, and when we come back after the break, I'm going to tell you what he said when he was questioned by deputies. You do not want to miss this. Keep it locked right here, 833-212-1017. Stream and watch us live and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it locked right here. Hour number 2 coming up next.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Curly Q, you are a valued listener. You are on our YouTube message board every morning. You are constantly commenting.
What would you do with $5,000?
I have a daughter that is a senior. She voted for the first time yesterday, and so we're planning for college. So this money is going to go to her.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers All-Star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we will be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. Visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com to sign up today. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. Hour number 2 is kicking off right now. We have Doc B and Damian LZ in the building. We're still getting your afterthoughts, Truth Nation of Christmas, 833-212-1017. Before we get to that call, Ricky, what does he want to talk to Doc about? We got to be careful about that. All right. Well,
We
there it is.
When Doc people call.
All right. Julius, you are on Truth Be Told with Telly. Good morning. What's your question? And what do you want to talk to Doc about?
Good morning.
Good morning, Doc B. Good morning. Good morning, everybody on the radio station. Man, I just want to call, just give a shout out to Doc B. That's my boy. Man, he's doing great things, and I appreciate him. Yeah, I appreciate him for everything that he's doing. He's always been an inspiration to me, and I just wanted to get on the radio and just give him some love.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I got you. That's an educator, master barber, and all that good stuff.
That was safe.
A good guy.
You was worried, weren't you, Telly?
Master.
Telly was worried.
I ain't never worried.
Shook a little
because
bit.
what they say ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just let the man through. No screening.
Kyle was somewhere worried.
Yeah. Don't let the man through. No screening. That ain't no good policy.
No.
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna always get Julius when you subscribe to that.
That's funny.
Respect, boss.
Yeah. Speaking of subscriptions and deliveries and things of that nature, man, we're still talking about Damian's boy, LL.
LL. What LL say?
Not Cool J, by the way, if you just tuned in. That's not a rumor started.
Yes,
Before
right.
we went to the break, you were talking about LL.
Yeah.
His name was
Latavius Lewis. So if you're just tuning in, good morning. And Latavius Lewis, a contract worker for FedEx, found himself in handcuffs after allegedly disposing of numerous packages in the woods near Bonifay, Florida. The incident came to light when local residents and passerby reported seeing FedEx packages scattered all along a roadside and in a wooded area, prompting an investigation. Now, Lewis, who seems to be pretty cool guy, he was apprehended after agreeing to meet with deputies. During the questioning, he confessed to the act, stating he preferred to dump the packages rather than return them to the FedEx warehouse due to the extended working hours he was facing. Mr. Lewis admitted to the deputies that he was overwhelmed by the late hours and chose this method to avoid working overtime, said Sheriff's
all done, guys. Thank you.
spokesperson.
Here you go. Here's my vest. All right, thank you. Punching out. Wow, you did great.
Truth Nation. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know if I can get mad. I can stay mad now that my gift didn't get here. Because clearly, Latavian felt like a lot of other workers, and they were stressed out to the point where I said, bump this. I know I'm a contracted worker. I'm only doing this during the holiday season, but this is too much. I'm not going to go and tell them it's too much. I'm just going to dump the packages off and just have anybody that passes by free will, Christmas early, on me. Well, it's really on y'all.
And punch out like nothing happened.
What do they charge him with? What do you get charged with? If you say you just didn't want to work and you're not working, what's the charge on that? What you disposing of other people? What's the charge? That's what I'm saying. What's the charge they can charge him with? Being lazy?
It should be theft.
He ain't got it. If they found the packages on the side of the road, What are they charging? I know what he wanted to do. What he wanted to steal them. Somebody, I'm telling y'all, somebody was supposed to come pick them packages up. They ain't because just think, you driving this truck, so unless the packages are sitting next to you, that means every time you got to get up, park the truck, get out, grab one, throw it out. Get up, park the truck, grab one,
You can't imagine somebody just being so overwhelmed. They're like, dude, I can't deal with this.
No.
And I don't want to talk to nobody about it. You can't imagine that?
I am from East St. Louis. I'm from the hood. I know a lot of people that are on the scam, on the hook 'em up, and like you said, sell some of the presents and things of that nature. But just take a look at this dude. I don't know if I would want him part of this operation. That's what I'm saying. So
he look like everybody hates him. I just got caught.
I actually believe him when he says that.
I believe that this brother, he knows that if I say I was just overwhelmed and this is what happened, he may get a slap on the wrist. But if he come in and say, look, I was stealing packages, my guy was supposed to come get them, all of this other stuff. Now you in a theft ring and you facing years. Now you just throwing them out the truck because you lazy.
He said he was stressed out. He said that, quote, the high demand of the holiday delivery season was too much for the workers' capacity to manage.
I am an entrepreneur. I am a business owner. I have seen and heard a lot of stories without divulging. So people wild. I had a cat tell me I don't want to work on weekends. I'm like, dude, we're DJ service. Of course, what are you talking about? Do I got to work Fridays and Saturdays? I'm gonna say N-word. Man, is you crazy?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I mean, people
say a lot of things.
Man, how late we gonna be out? Dude, close at 2. What you talking about?
I'm telling you.
You got your mind.
I'm a DJ, but I don't work nights.
I'm telling you, people that know LL.
Only day parties looking at
people that know LL is like, oh, he was going to steal that stuff. They know him.
Dame, you saw how this brother looked.
I'm telling you.
He doesn't look like the brightest person, and I don't know if I would want him.
He was the tail end of the scheme. Somebody else told him to do that. He wasn't the mastermind.
Places are
He obviously wasn't the mastermind.
He looked like he's stressed out, bro.
He was supposed to take these packages and put them deep into the woods.
Bro.
He throwing them on the side of the road. He supposed to take the packages. I left them where you told me to leave them. He's supposed to take them packages, put them somewhere in the road, drop a pin, and then somebody's going to come get them. That's what it was.
McDonald's offered $19.99 an hour starting pay.
You know,
the reason why they did that is because it's hard to get people to work. It was like 19. I mean, I'm just saying, the reason why they doing it, they're desperate for workers. They're not hiring who they want.
This brother looks stressed out.
Listen,
they're hiring who they get.
Wait, before you go, Chauncey hit us on our talking text line and says he could have just made it plain and simple and said, quote, I'm tired of FedEx pimping me and the rest of us ninjas.
Nah, he wasn't there long enough to be pimped.
He's a contract worker.
He's been working there for 3 weeks, and you talking about you overworked and you overstressed. You a contract. I've been in that position. You a contract worker.
Look at this brother.
No, look how he look. He don't care.
You're stereotyping, but you're right.
Listen, he look like he don't care because he knows y'all can't really do nothing to me because you got the packages back, and I can say I'm stressed out. So most they can do is fire me from this job.
Dr. Umar, why don't you be more positive towards your black brother?
Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm giving him more credit than him just being lazy. Y'all are the one calling him lazy. I'm saying there was a plan involved here. And you know how I know there was a plan involved here?
It wasn't a well thought out one.
Because I've done things. It's statute of limitations. I've done things when I was in college to get by that if we spoke on now, you'd be like, no, you didn't do that. Yes, I did.
Do you want to say a pause now?
Let me say this, man. I used to work at a fast food joint, and they would get the delivery. I used to work at McDonald's. They would get the delivery. And me and my guy worked there, right? We would always be like, yeah, we take the deliveries. Yeah, we'll unload the truck. It was overtime. They thinking like, oh, they excited because it's overtime. No, we excited because we know when what comes off of that truck has not hit inventory yet inside that McDonald's. So what we would do is we would take McRibs, throw them in the bushes. Take some fries, throw them in the bushes. And I'm not talking about just like one. I'm talking about boxes. It's about 5 or 6 bags in them. And then we used to stay in them, I ain't going to give too much information, but we used to stay in this complex in Florida, and we would be like, there you go. And we would pop them bags off, $50 a bag for some nuggets. It's 100 nuggets in this bag or something. You know what I mean? We would pop them good. That's our money.
Yeah.
And then we would go do other stuff with it, and then we would maybe eat it. I say all of that to say Latavius had a plan. And his plan was foiled because he didn't put them packages deep enough into the woods that somebody could come get them. You know what I'm saying?
That's possible.
He already had his escape plan together. Like, I'm going to say, if I get caught, I'm going to say I was stressed out and I just threw him into the road.
It was a whole show called Dumb Criminals. So that's
all I'm saying.
That's very possible that somebody else talked him into it and he didn't pull it off right.
He just didn't pull it. And if he'd have pulled it off, because look, if it's some packages in there and one of them is worth $5,000, that's what he's making for that whole month, if that. And he pops that off. That makes everything worth it.
Based off of this picture, though, David, I feel this brother looks like.
You don't want him to be your son-in-law? You don't want him to marry one of your daughters?
I'm giving the brother credit.
You hope your daughter
I'm
don't bring him home?
looking at the picture and I'm thinking I may be stretching this a little bit, but I'm just giving the brother credit.
You think?
Hopefully, the next generation isn't so ridiculously lazy and stressed out that he couldn't even work for FedEx for 3 weeks. That he was so stressed out that he just threw packages out.
Yeah,
I'm saying maybe he had a plan.
That's my whole point, because now, and Doc, I know you were saying it in a joking way, but a lot of times we do lean on mental health as our crutch, and whenever we do something that is uncharacteristic, is, well, I'm stressed out, or you don't know what my mental health is. And I was sharing with you all that my mother was raised 5 of us by herself, never graduated high school, never made more than $15,000 in 1 year. Do you think that she could afford to take any mental health days? Or, not to say that it's not more prevalent now, but back then they found a way to figure it out. Why can't we do that now? Besides just figuring out, oh man, I am so stressed, man, I'm gonna just leave these packages here and act like I delivered them all. How about going back into your manager's office and saying, hey, this is pretty overwhelming for me, I don't think I could do this job, I'm sorry, this ain't the day, can you get somebody else to deliver these?
Listen, your mother deserved to have mental health days. And the fact that these kids now, they want them, and you be like, but what are you going through that's really that stressful?
Load management.
What are you going through that's you just described an existence of a woman that's raising, like you just said, raising 5 kids, not making more than $15,000 a year, working 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's stress. What are you talking about now that is stressing? What does Latavius have that is stressing? Having to work overtime is stressing you out to the point that you're gonna just throw packages? So we have to look at comparing what people used to go through, what some people are still going through in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, stuff that they're really going through, as opposed to first world problems where you're talking about, I'm stressed out because of this X, Y, and Z. No, you're not stressed out. You are using this as an excuse not to have to do something that you're required to do.
Yeah.
You would probably concede to this, that parents now, the threshold is lower of expectation. And they've been between the PC, no child left behind, participation trophies, etc. Their threshold for discomfort is lower. I just noticed that from coaching.
No, absolutely.
So I say that to say you can compare it, because I believe in the same measurement stick, but what his mom went through and what they went through, because she half raised them, but then they had to raise themselves and police themselves, because they could have drove her nuts while she was gone. They could have ran ransacked.
Absolutely.
Ain't no telling.
Or got in all kind of trouble when she was working those 3 jobs.
But they passed. She passed on good. Whatever. He knows the deal. So I say that to say, the threshold you're holding to, I like the standard that you're holding it to, but I just want you to take into context that we aren't, from the school system to the parents, first the parents and the village itself, we aren't holding these kids, we're not preparing them right. You know how you proof the outlets and everything for a towler? It's like they keep doing that all the way through. Damn near through
So
life.
you're saying they're baby proofing life.
Yeah. They're not letting them
covering the corners of life with the soft corners so they don't bump their head. When sometimes you gotta let kids bump their head. Sometimes you gotta let them
because if you cut and bleed, guess what? You're gonna bleed and you're gonna stop bleeding and you're gonna heal and you're gonna move on. But like you said, Doc, we're so protective. But I don't want them to bleed at all.
Or you just kicking it with them. You they friends.
Yeah. You just dropped the jewel right there.
And we're gonna continue that on the other side of the break. Truth Nation, hit us up 833-212-1017, and you can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. We got Doc B dropping jewels. Let us know what you think about what he just said. And I mean, that's some real stuff. Are we really trying to child-proof life for our kids? Hit us up. More after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
Milwaukee Class of 2025. Is your wish to win a laptop and a $1,000 scholarship? If so, Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Laptop and Scholarship Awards program is now accepting applications. Visit tmul.org and fill out the application today. The application deadline is Tuesday, January 14th at 4 p.m. So don't wait. Apply today at tmul.org. If you qualify, you can apply for both a laptop and a $1,000 scholarship. Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Laptop and Scholarship Award is amazing. So visit tmul.org today.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Excuse me. Truth Nation, the award-winning 101.7 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. We have Sunday matinee basketball on The Truth. The Milwaukee Panthers continue their homestand as they host conference play against the IU Indianapolis Jaguars at the Klotchke Center on the UW-Milwaukee campus. Scott Wars has the coverage Sunday starting at 1:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 2 o'clock on Sunday. Doc B dropping those jewels before the break. And again, another, it's amazing how you could take this situation and, yes, we're trying to understand, hold on.
My fault. I like it reminds me of the school announcements. Ding, 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 ding. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. A little side of
Doc B talking about?
If he puts that explosive back on, you're going to hear ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Remember the little school ding, 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 and a half pint of milk? Never mind.
Focus.
The school announcements. I'm sorry.
Focus.
Yeah.
I am focused on both. I'm mixing.
No, you're not doing both. You're not doing both. Yeah.
You didn't have a little red thing with the little.
He's trying to give you a shout out on being.
Dropping jewels, and you talking about school announcements and explosive. Come on, Doc, stay focused, man.
I'm here.
You come here in the
on our YouTube message board, Tommy says, "Hello, gentlemen. First time here, liking the vibe. Mental Health Day? Nah, no. My mother did it. My pops took off with his side chick, and mom's had to hold it down. 2 jobs, 2 kids. Yes, you don't have time for mental health days when you put in real life situations. And we were discussing this FedEx worker that left 80 packages on the side of the road and said that he was too stressed and the work was too much in this holiday season for him to deliver the packages or do what he was hired to do.
Which, even though it's not okay, it's okay for you to go back and let them know and give FedEx a chance to make it right. But what's not okay is for you to dump all your work out on the side of a road.
And for what? And then, how do you use stressed out as a reason for doing something like that?
Man.
And that's what led to our conversation about mental health and how that's just thrown around and what generations in the past had to go through and made through it. It's not the same way, and everything is not going to be comfortable. And that was a great point that you made, Doc, that as soon as there's some discomfort, people don't know what to do because they haven't been trained to address those.
Allowed to live, allowed to bump themselves. We don't want you to kill yourself, but we do want you to experience. We want you to experience some highs and lows. It's some ebb and flows.
In the break, we were talking, and I was telling y'all about how my mother's theory was.
Yes, please.
And so I'll tell Truth Nation. My mother's theory was more so, I want you to go through that while you're in the home. I stayed on 29th. While you're on 29th Street, I want you to go through that stuff. I want you to go through heartbreak. Not that I'm wishing it upon you, but I want you to go through heartbreak. I want you to go through sadness. I want you to go through all those emotional attacks that can happen in real life while you're here and lose a job. I want you to, to get to not make the team, to do all of this stuff while you're here. So you can experience it here, and then I can walk you through it. I can guide you through that, how to get through that. Because if I protect you from all of that, then once you are out in the world, 25, 26, 27, you're out in the world, and that's your first experience.
Your first breakup, you're going to be strung out.
Now you done lost your job because you can't get out the bed, all of this stuff.
Losing weight.
Right. You done lost weight. People worried about you. We talking about breaking up. That's just one thing. But your first time experiencing somebody dying, you've never been to a funeral before. You've never done this. And your parents have sheltered and shielded you from the world thinking, I don't want my kid to go through the same thing I'm going through. I'm shielding them from. You're protecting them.
Yeah, that's not a good move. You're doing them
more harm than anything else because they got to go through that.
Yeah.
It's like a baby. They say babies have to eat so much amount of dirt, like be on the ground and get dirty, so they can build up their immune system to the stuff that's out here. If you protect your baby and put them in a bubble, Now they get in the real world, they gonna die.
The first time somebody sneeze on them, they gonna get pneumonia.
Right.
Yeah, they be like, wait a minute, man.
And that's the same thing that the doc is saying about baby-proofing life. We can't baby-proof life. You can't protect your kids from everything in the world. They got to go through it so that you can help them get through it and teach them how to get through it. So then when they happen to be out your house and they go through it, they can make it through.
Yeah. I have a slight pushback, even though it's my point. There are real cases of mental health. We admit that, right?
Yeah.
Scott Walker shut down the mental health facility and shut down the funding for it. And I think a lot of crime and a lot of violence went up, and a lot of homeless people, they went to that guy, people who were on the cusp of being healed, and we lost that. I think we still need that.
That ain't a mental health day. That's real mental health. That ain't
I'm just saying, but it's lacking, and that's something that maybe a lot of these shooters and other people, we still need.
Yeah, we discussed that because you don't have those school psychologists that are in these school buildings now. Guidance counselors are, they may have one guidance counselor for 3 high schools, and they got to rotate through. And if you have at least let's just say a dozen students that are dealing with things that they need to talk to someone about, and you got one person that's going through 3 schools, by the time that what I'm dealing with, by the time I get to talk to you, I've already acted out everything that I've already been thinking about.
And that's if I'm comfortable, because there is, especially in the black community, it's like, oh man, what are you saying?
I ain't about to sit down to you and tell you my problems. Like, no, it's real. It's tough to even open up if those resources are available. But what you're saying is the part of the problem is those resources aren't even available anymore.
Yeah.
And then you have to look at the flip side of it. We're talking about people that have parents in the house. People that have, your mother's working 3 jobs, but she laid the foundation for y'all. My mother laid the foundation for me. Your parents laid the foundation for you, Doc. We have that, right?
Right.
Then there's some kids that
she
don't
raise
have
me
that.
on TV.
They don't have that. They don't have that foundation. They don't have that. They don't have that foundation. They don't have that, right? Where their parents have placed something in front of them to follow. And so when they start going through stuff, they need the school counselors, they need the community to step up to help them, because now they're figuring out ways to go through stuff. And the way that they decided they're going to get through something is they're going to get high, they're going to get drunk, they're going to have sex, they're going to do all these other things that are negative to go through whatever they're going through, right? So that's the opposite of being sheltered, is the kid that doesn't have any guidance at all, and they're just going through life making up their own rules of how to get through stuff. And then they become adults. Now as soon as they get hurt, they're gonna get drunk. Now you're creating alcoholics. They're gonna get high. Now you're creating drug addicts. So
it's a cycle.
We need to have something. You can't have the kid that's over sheltered, and then you can't have the kid that doesn't have any guidance. You got to have the middle of the road, and that's where the parenting comes in.
Yeah,
real tough.
Yeah, because it shouldn't ever be generations of people not being able to succeed in life. It's like, okay, I'm in this position, and I got to go through Section 8 housing. I got to do this. I got to do that. Then I have a kid, and then this kid have to go through the same things. Like, it shouldn't be the same struggles for each generation. Like, you would think that, okay, I learned something that I can pass along to make sure that you are in not just the same position I'm in, but a better position. And falling back on, well, I got mental issues, or I got mental health. Like, to me, it's a very fine line.
It's a fine line.
And as much criticism as we have towards MPS, and they deserve it, guess who has to see them every day? 20 to 30 of them in an overpacked class. So them teachers got to deal with these kids that we talking about with those problems and those issues, while we wait on the counselor to possibly get it, and then be possibly. And coaches and people of that nature.
Your first teacher is your parents. And so if parents aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, if they're doing too much, hovering, being that parent that's shielding, that's bad for the kid. If you're a parent that's not involved in your child's life, that's just as bad for the kid. So you got to be involved. You got to be active, and you got to try to guide you. That's what parenting is. Parenting is guiding your kids through life till they get to the point where you just let them go. It's like the bird story. You let them go and they fly on their own.
Out the nest.
Out the nest. And if you're not doing anything when they're in that nest, or they don't even have a nest, you're going to have some problems.
Yeah.
And then you got people throwing packages off the side of the road.
Get it how you get it.
Because he wasn't raised right. Now he just
get out the mud, literally.
Right.
Get out the mud, literally.
And if you're not doing that, you got people that are getting off cruise ships and getting arrested for back child support. Man, that's another. Man, I'm just bringing it up because we're gonna talk about it on the other side of the break. This is a crazy, crazy story. Truth Nation, keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee, something amazing is here. Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin is open and ready for donations. That's right, Versity on King at Thrive on King, your new community resource center on the north side. Donate blood, receive disease education, explore social services, or build your career with job training programs. Versity is here to empower our community and improve lives. Visit Versity on King, 2153 North, Dr. MLK Drive. Free parking is at 320 West Lloyd Street. That is Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin. Hope starts here.
Now is the perfect time to join the Nextdoor family. Whether you're a parent seeking the best for your child or a professional ready to make a difference. At Nextdoor, children thrive in small classrooms with 2 teachers, exploring art, music, and STEAM. With special needs support, family resources, and kindergarten readiness, every child gets the attention they deserve. And they're also hiring. Enjoy competitive pay, great benefits, and opportunities for personal and professional growth in a fun, welcoming culture. Make a real impact in the community. Join Nextdoor today, where every child, every family, and every team member matters.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
An integrated strategy, including infrastructure, community involvement, education, enforcement, and legislative reforms. Yeah, we've kind of heard that before already. It can correct pretty much anything, right? They use it for everything except reckless driving in Milwaukee. I want you to consider this now. Expand the number of police officers in neighborhoods where reckless driving is happening, punish with fines, extended license suspensions, use speed and red light cameras. We need to inform people about the repercussions of reckless driving, and then we need to follow through with punishment. We need to continue to build speed bumps, roundabouts, narrow the lanes to help traffic slow down. And while you're at it, designate some space for bicycles and pedestrians only. We need to encourage the use of mobile apps to report reckless driving since you're on your phone anyway. And finally, promote local and state legislation that successfully combats irresponsible driving. Yeah, we've heard that before, but no. Just enforce the laws we already have on the books. And by combining this, Milwaukee drivers can enjoy a safe environment that lowers reckless driving, all the risks that come with it. Why? Well, this needs to be the Common Council and the city's primary focus. So perhaps next time there won't be that, dead on arrival traffic bill in Milwaukee Common Council or that traffic bill in state legislature. But then if you're driving, you might want to be careful. I mean, the next thing that's dead on arrival could be you.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Jeez. Good morning, Truth Nation. It is 8:33 Central Standard Time on this day after Christmas. Thanks for joining us. We have Doc B and Damian LZ in the building. We've been talking about some of these stressed out FedEx workers.
I got a gift for you. I got a gift.
What's your gift?
It's a surprise.
He stole it off the back of a FedEx truck.
I just found it too. It's crazy.
You say, my budget extended once I found this. I wasn't expecting to spend.
I found this at Lincoln Park.
I thought it's the thought that counts.
Baby, I bought this for you at Lincoln Park.
Well. Speaking of surprises and shocks,
you gotta bring up child support.
A Louisville man got the shock of his life when he was arrested after stepping off of a cruise in Miami, according to WDRB News. Dominic Weaver.
WDRB, I like that. All right.
Dominic Weaver is facing possibly years in prison after evading his responsibilities as a father in 4 cases. Child Support Division detectives picked him up after Miami police took him into custody. Then they transported him back to Louisville. And Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell has been trying to get Weaver for years, apparently 10 years, and now wants him to do 4 years in prison. So again, a Kentucky man arrested while getting off of a cruise in Miami after 10 years on the run for over $100,000 in child support
Can
debt.
he claim mental health?
Listen. Before I go on my...
I guess getting off of a cruise? Yeah, I was just,
Before I go on my child support rant, I want to give a shout out. I'm watching TV, and there's 3 black women on TV, and they all dark-skinned. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Ain't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season. No, maybe
that's when they do. Yeah,
and then they show it because they think ain't nobody watching.
Trust me, I've been in television 23 years. That's when you get your opportunities.
Yeah, well, shout out to you.
On vacation. The other one's on a vacation.
Yes, great on TV right now. Let me say this: this brother,
you get it however you can.
This brother, first of all, the way they printed it out, 4 cases. Like they didn't just say he had 4 kids and he just wasn't paying child support. And then the DA said the brother hadn't paid child support ever, not 1 penny. So he is not. Before I jump on him, I want to say, as a person that has paid child support, since I've been divorced, I've paid my child support. I've done things that I need to do. I have no sympathy for people that don't do what they're supposed to do. Now, I don't know what he's done outside of this. It might be a situation where he was paying other things and doing whatever he was doing, but apparently he had court-ordered child support that he wasn't paying. Should have been paying that.
That's $100,000. That's a lot.
That was
of
going
money.
on cruises.
Yeah.
So
that's the bad optic. That's the bad optic.
That's $25,000 a kid, right? That's what it breaks down to. $25,000 a kid, and he's probably paying $7,000-8,000 maybe a year for each kid. So it's about they probably about $7,000-8,000 or something like that. He ain't paid no child support on.
I still got the visual of some flip flops on and the thing, the Honolulu thing.
Right, and he coming off the ship. But deeper than that, this article also says that that the DA used to put names of people in the paper that didn't pay their child support.
Yeah, man.
I'm not mad at that.
They should.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not defending this brother. I'm not, we've had conversations about child support, but I defend brothers that are out doing what they supposed to do and just get caught up in the system. You ain't paid nothing.
Hey, man.
You ain't paid. You ain't did nothing for this kid.
Let me throw a little more paprika into this recipe. What if he was one of those brothers, especially if one of these baby mamas knew, like, man, and he got a PPP loan. He could have gave us that money. Like, think about it. For the last 10 years and during that pandemic, there's a lot of people that got PPPs that weren't supposed to get them. Let's just put it the nice way.
Yeah.
And you taking cruises. His girlfriend could have paid for it. Somebody else could have paid. We don't know. But you taking cruises. The optics is you taking cruises, spending all of this money, and your kids ain't getting none of the money.
And he on there just elbows, like, what kids?
What kids? F them kids. That's what he's saying.
FDK. He got T-shirts. Shots on me, FDK.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think that's a problem with the black community. I said this before, and not to get serious, but I said this before and I'll say it again. A lot of times we give those, the least of us that do the least, the benefits of all the rest of us. And by that I mean we got 3 brothers up here, take care of their kids, do what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Have responsible community members. But then we give those that aren't the same benefits of those that are. And and back in the day, that would never have happened.
No.
That man would be ostracized. You're not taking care of your kids. He would have to leave the city where his kids were, start a whole new life, become a whole new person. But if you stayed in that same state where them kids was, or where you had done the wrong to people, or you was a dirty businessman or something like that, you couldn't exist. And I think right now we allow people to exist that have done things wrong to other people. And we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
His friends shouldn't allow him to be like, bro, you got kids and you're not seeing them.
Man, we had this conversation I think months ago, and I said I looked at my circle and the people that I am friends with, family, and I really mess with.
Word.
I don't mess with any deadbeat dads.
Yeah.
Because how in the world can you be watching Monday Night Football and we at the bar, we kicking it, woo, 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 and you ain't seen your kids in 2 months and y'all live in the same city? Yeah. But you making it seem like it's all good. Like, that would be a conversation. You're right. It's not, hey, man, what do you think about the Bucks? What do you think they're going to do? It's like, yo, man, you ain't seen your son play. Don't he play basketball? Or, what's up with that? You ain't seen your son in months, but you at the club kicking it?
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Real talk.
That ain't how you do it.
Yeah, I've had family members. My little cousin, I was talking about him earlier. My little cousin, he was going through stuff, and I was telling y'all about the one kid, but he's got other kids that he don't see. And because of that, he kind of got ostracized from our family. It's like, bro, that's not okay.
That's not what we do.
My granddaddy raised us. You can't be. We're not gonna give you the
because you don't
benefits.
get down with the mom.
Right?
Doesn't mean
because you and the mom don't get along. Don't mean you're not gonna see that boy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see that girl. That's you gonna take care of that, or we're not gonna give you the benefits of being a part of our family. You're not finna catch that. You're not finna get a place to stay when you need some place to stay. You're not finna get somebody to come look at your car when your car break down. We're not even finna answer. In our family, like it's a whole bunch of male cousins and stuff like that. If we text you or call you, you calling us right back. That him? No, he got weight.
Yeah.
Then that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Until you start doing right, that's just how. And we need to do more of that.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have brothers on the ship while he owed. And I'm not saying we don't know the instances of this. This could be a situation where the brother had been breaking the moms off or doing whatever, and moms is just like, but you got 4 cases. That means
we highly doubt it.
You weren't breaking.
Don't look,
It's highly doubtable that you were doing any of that, right?
Yeah.
You jump off the cruise ship from going to Barbados or wherever you was going, and now they arrest you. They got to arrest you on the cruise ship because you got enough money to do this, but you can't hook up. See, that's all I'm saying. And like you said, his boys should be like, dog, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
We know you got these kids. What are you doing?
You taking trips, and I'm sure he probably wasn't by himself.
No.
If you could take your lady out or your partner out, whatever you're into, but you can't take care of your kids. And I'm glad you brought that point up, because we had an instance like that in my family where there was a family member that really wasn't doing what he needed to do. And it's like, how can you look at everybody else be good fathers to their kids and you decide, well, I don't want to do that? And so, yeah, we got on him, and he straightened up in enough time, we believe, where he was able to kind of reconnect with his kid once he got to high school. But still, like, those are years. Those are years of moments and memories that you will never get back because you never had a chance to create them because you didn't like your baby mama or y'all into it. So that always, and I know that you could get to that point where you just can't stand to be with that person, but at one point you love that person enough or like them enough to lay down with them.
Yep.
Right, and you could have a situation with your children where you're estranged, and maybe because of whatever issues you may have had with their mama, they not messing with you. But that door is always open. Yeah. You know, I'm talking about situations where that you've closed off that door and they trying to holler at you and you're not hollering at them. You're avoiding them. You running from them. You know what I'm saying? Like my lady friend, her pops is a to the rest of the world is a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to her, she like, I ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? He was taking
absent.
people to Puerto Rico and doing, and I call him for some money. He don't answer for me. I ain't seen. I got to call my moms to call him to get on him to get on something. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I was living homeless, going from house to house in high school, and my daddy owned houses.
Yeah, he live la vida loca.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in those situations, we have to hold people accountable.
Yes.
And if we not holding them accountable, then we just allowing them to do whatever whatever they want to do.
Yeah, Full Circle TV on our YouTube message board agrees with you wholeheartedly, Dame. They say more people need to step in and check situations. Men and women have to hold people accountable. We talked about that A word, and that's a word that is
accountability.
Man, it is so hard for people to, abide by that word.
And let me just say this again. I'm not speaking from a point of privilege, a point of authority, as I'm looking down on other people. I've had my brothers. Like, I've had issues with one of my 4 girls or whatever the case may be. We arguing or something. And I'm like, man, forget that. I'm not dealing with her no more, whatever. I've had brothers come to me like, Day, you can't do that. That's your baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whether y'all mad or whatever, I've had brothers come to me. My guy Muhead.
That's your blood.
Y'all know Muhead. Muhead would come to me. That's my brother. That's one of the few people in this world that I would trust to the ends of the world. He's come to me like, Day. That's because, we grew up together. So that's how I know if you call me Day, we grew up together. He come up to me, Day. You gotta handle this with this and this and this and boom, 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 and put me back on game. And then I respect that and I understand that. Right. We don't have enough people in our community that are doing that for other people, or the people aren't accepting of that information.
Or
it's not just checking and attacking; it's checking with respect.
Right.
Yeah.
It's addressing, it's confronting / pushback. Yep. There's a difference.
And some people may not feel comfortable doing that because they may feel like, man, Doc may not receive this the way that I'm putting it out there, but I enjoy our friendship and we kick it together, this, that, and the other. So I ain't about to mess that up because I'm not agreeing with his parental skills or whatnot. And so, but that's where it comes to having the right people around you. And the right people around you aren't going to tell you right all the time. Right. The right people are going to tell you when you wrong. The right people are going to come to you and say, Day, that ain't how you want to do this, man. You on your feelings right now, and I feel you, but this ain't what you want to do right now because later on you're not going to like what happened because of you being in your feelings right now.
And hats off to the Father Summit. They about that kind of healing and getting rid of the excuses / trying to heal those relationships.
Yeah,
I hope that people take the chance.
But again, I go back to somebody comes to you and have that conversation, and we've given you the chance to rectify these situations, and you don't. Now there has to be penalties for that. You just can't be walking around here impregnating other women, dating other women, doing whatever you gonna do, and having more kids, and you ain't took care of the kids you done had in the past.
It feels good.
You got to be ostracized from the community. You got to be taken aside from the community. You have to be omitted from community activity. When you come around, people got to turn their nose up at you, and rightfully so.
We got standards,
Yeah, I think that that goes across the board of giving people the same. Like everybody don't deserve the same things. Right. It's like if you go to a restaurant and you get good service, you give a good tip. If you get bad service, do you give that same tip because that's the thing you supposed to do?
Right. No,
or you're supposed to give 18% or 20%, whatever you choose to do?
Right.
Like, to me, I think that we celebrate mediocrity too much, and then the same people that do great things are getting the same celebration as people that don't do anything.
Right.
And it shouldn't be that way, because if you are a good waitress or waiter, you should be compensated for that.
Yep.
If you're not a good waiter or waitress, or I didn't enjoy my experience, am I still obligated to say, well, I still got to give her a $10 tip because, they say black folks don't tip.
Right.
But what is it? So you're not taking any accountability. It's all on me to figure out what I'm going to give you extra, just based off of what society says.
Yeah, and so then when you put that in the context of what we're speaking about, that's exactly right. You don't provide the service for a community as a whole. Your service as a black man or a black woman is to help move the the culture forward, move the community forward, move us all forward. And you do that by your legacy of your children, helping to raise your children. So if you got kids that's out here acting wild, doing whatever, and you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, you need to be either pulled aside and talked to. Then once you ain't talked, once that ain't worked, you got to be ostracized. You got to be, you don't get the benefits of being a part of our community structure, our communal structure, because you aren't providing the services that you needed to provide.
And before we take our last break, one last point that I want to make is when you don't get celebrated, then people think that you're not doing anything because we live in a culture where if you don't post, it didn't happen.
Yep.
But there are no awards for being a good dad. There's no trophies for being a good community member and trying to pass help people out and move people forward. And there's no celebration in that. So when people don't get that celebration, they're like, well, why should I do it then? And if you're going to treat me the same way as you treat this dude and he ain't seen his kids in 10 years.
It's disheartening.
It is. It really is. But it doesn't. Just because it's hard doesn't mean you don't have to keep pushing forward. Truth Nation, we're going to keep pushing forward after this break. We're going to step aside for one final time. When we come back, we'll give our truth of the matter. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
At the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here for my friends at Steinhafels. Get into Steinhafels and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Right now, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets and get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $38 per month with Steinhafels 60-month financing. So save big and rest easy on a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Steinhafels. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, right, Truth Nation, we have come to the end. What a good, impactful, and deep conversation that we went into some different directions we didn't even realize we were going to go into. But I'm glad that you were able to join us, engage with us. And again, you can always stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. You know what time it is. It's time for Truth of the Matter. Doc B?
No doubt.
Kick it off.
All right, now the village. We talking village again. So we talking about having standards for both men and women and children, and that's what's going to bring us into a better society. That's why I say on this constructive criticism with love, I think will work. And I want to give a special shout out and condolence once again to Blake that called in about his tragedy down in Georgia, and I want to encourage you to stay in touch with us. And definitely Tori Lowe. Because Tori will connect you to different people and different people that can help you. He helps the helpers as well as himself. So he'll help you out. He helps directly, and he can send you to people that will help you out with what you're going through. Doc B.
All right. Appreciate it, Doc B. All right, Dane, what is your truth of the matter?
My truth of the matter is we should not give the least of us the best that we give the rest of us. And what that means is we have to start judging people as to how they are and how they treat those around them, and not just give everyone what we give the best of us.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Why would you want to be the best of us if you can get the same thing that somebody that doesn't?
Yeah,
does.
Man, that's a great truth of the matter, and I am going to piggyback off of that because, like you said, Dave, why do we celebrate mediocrity or allow people to get away with things just because they say they may be dealing with something or things of that nature? It's called accountability, and if I'm not going to require that from you, then why should I be required to try and give my best or do better? And we always say you do better, you know better, you do better when you know better, and we know better. And there's just a lot of people that are choosing not to do better. So again, just being accountable is the biggest thing, and I would implore that moving into 2025. And that'll do it for this edition of Truth Be Told with Telly. My thanks to Doc B and Damian LZ. Appreciate it, fellas, coming in on this day after Christmas.
Hey, now.
I told you at the beginning of the show, we the only ones breathing up in here that's
I think
talking.
I seen a worker pushing the cart out there.
Yeah.
She just keep, but
you ain't see nobody else with a microphone.
No.
Nobody else with a mic. Real talk.
That'll do it. Up next is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Make it a great day. Peace out.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 1017 The Truth and see this wonderful smile live every day.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Me, your girl Noni Juice, will be joined by Ashley Lucas, and we are getting into the nitty-gritty of how Associated Bank helps support small businesses and some things small businesses should keep their eye on in the new year. So again, make sure you tune into the Business Spotlight with Associated Bank this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front